Today, from Bank of America.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll take that. 14 yards on play number 1. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run behind center with Spiller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Taking a peek at the rushing numbers for Spiller in last week's game. 15 carries, 66 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Gets through, and now an opening. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Back to throw. Sharp. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Sharp, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And again, that's Hurst. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Sharp toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
Again, Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is second down. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To the air again, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. That is taken in by Hurst. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sharp. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sharp. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Adam Thielen, 27 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air. Herbert on second down.
Drops it underneath to Spiller.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Flushed out right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Off the play fake. Sharp. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late.
Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Sharp. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Sharp. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Sharp. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Sharp. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Panthers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Herbert on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Herbert running left off the option.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Spiller will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Operating from the gun, Sharp. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Gardner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time. Nope.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Herbert.
Setting up the screen, here's Spiller.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
On the handoff, Spiller.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Taylor now will return it. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here's a handoff to Spiller.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicked.